Well, there you have it. Colombia are taking on Ghana. It's almost like a tactical reunion of sorts. Colombia, in their previous outing, drew against Portugal, of all teams. And Ghana, on the other hand, a third-place finish. They're compact. They're almost in the phase of a transition. What are we expecting from this game, Terry?
Well, you know, two exciting teams. If you do look at Colombia out and then wide.
Absolutely. But you never know, some players are only getting better and better over time. Like Terry, for example. Terry's the new Benjamin Button.
Thank you very much.
Look at Terry Phelan.
Thank you,
It's the curious case of Terry Phelan.
I'll tell you the magic later on.
Oh, you should. Thank you very much.
Magic is in the gym. We were talking about it earlier.
Yeah. We'll be telling everybody.
But we have some magic for all of you guys as well, because we were just talking about Luis Diaz earlier when we were talking about the Colombia lineup, and everyone remembers his goal right from 2014, and he's still got a lot of metal left in him. But if you're going to think that you're missing all of that action, you're not, because we're going to continue getting you the action from some star players currently at the FIFA World Cup who will continue to play in the Bundesliga, because for the next 5 years, Z5 and United Sports will be showing you every match of the Bundesliga live. From the German Football League will come to you live. Okay, now let's change our focus to Ghana. I believe that Carlos Queiroz has made 4 changes to his starting 11. You walk us through it, Karan.
And Ghana finishing.
Where we're looking at Ghana throwing everything at Colombia and wanting to get on the score sheet first, because the first goal could really change the entire tempo and momentum of the game. Let's take a look at the iconic head-to-head showdown presented by Mahindra Thar Rocks. We're going to take a very short break, and on the other side, we're going to lead you straight to the stadium and show. Welcome back. Well, there's one word that we can use for this FIFA World Cup. It is unpredictable. Germany knocked out, Netherlands knocked out, Argentina and Cabo Verde played out an extra time. So everything's unpredictable. So if you think you can guess which way this is going to go, I won't put you on the spot. But let's talk about the momentum. The momentum of the game, you think will be on Colombia's side or Ghana's? Give me a percentage guess, and then we'll actually look at what the momentum meter shows.
You put me on the spot there. I'll be 60-40 in favour of Colombia.
Come on, Karan, give me a number. A number. Whoever comes close wins
Okay,
something.
I'm going to say 55, Ferry's saying, because Colombia, they are a stronger side, and we've seen that. So a 55-45 for
Oh
me.
my God, you guys are really close. One said 55, the other said 60. Not too much, but well, let's take a look at Z's momentum meter, brought to you by Mahindra Electric Origin SUVs. Well, like we said, it doesn't matter who has more of the momentum. Well, I think the first goal is what will make the most difference. So, Terry, the main thing is, we talked about the head-to-head. What we want to know is, where will be that key battle that could decide the outcome of the game?
Well, I mean, if you look at the Colombian...
The likes of Inaki Williams to come back and help him, because if you're 1v1 with Luis Diaz, 9 out of 10 times he's through. He's getting in, he's moving forward.
Sorry, and he probably will double up, you know, in them wide, deep areas. They probably will double up Ghana, but they've got to be quick at that, because what they will do, Colombia, they'll get the ball out there nice and early.
Yeah, but what I like about this is it's quite a cup twice, and he may just be on his way to do it. It's his 6th consecutive World Cup. Martinez also getting on the score sheet, but the story is not that. The story is about which team did they have to beat and how did they have to beat to get here to the round of 16. Cabo Verde, a population of 500,000, 10 islands in the west coast of Africa. And now they've got fans all across the world, because they might not have won the game, but they've definitely won hearts. We will revisit those matches and look forward to the round of 16 right here on Goalpost. It's the show where we bring you up to speed with everything going on in the World Cup. Welcome, everybody. We're keeping our promise on Z5 and United Sports. And in conversation with me, I have Terry Phelan on Goalpost. He's making his debut on the show today. We've got him his breakfast, we've got him his coffee, and he brings the charm and the charisma as he always does. We also have our studio expert, Karan Sani, here with us. And Karan, I'm sure you're also going to be adding flavor, because we're all very shocked and surprised at not the team that won, but how it won. So, Terry, your first thoughts on Argentina, Cabo Verde, and how it was completely the drama that we needed. And this is going to turn out to be the biggest underdog story of this World Cup.
No, it was brilliant.
Other than Lionel Messi, but think about Vizina, the 40-year-old who came on. It's literally the tail end of his career. It's literally his swan song, and he can go on to speak about this forever. I mean, his legacy, his memoirs are not probably going to be about the first 20-25 years of his career. They're going to be about the final stage of his career, right? And what a story this is for Vizina.
Unbelievable. I mean, first of all, starting against the
30 days now. Today, he made 8 saves against Argentina. He had made 10 saves before. That's 18 saves that he's made in total at the World Cup, out of which the 10 saves that he made before coming into this game, 9 of them were from inside the box. We know how difficult it is when you're going up against a Spain or a Uruguay and now against Argentina.
Yeah, but you know, what is he, 6'4", only 5'2" with my heels on. So, you know,
with my heels on.
At the end of the day, it's great. Isn't
No,
it,
absolutely. For a goalkeeper to go into the bottom corner and have this World Cup, you never know. He's 40 years young and he could
Maybe he could
contract.
become a social media influencer. Coming into this World Cup, he barely had a few thousand followers, and now they're in the millions. So maybe he could have one of those careers.
I wouldn't be
I'll be
surprised.
his manager.
I'm sure there's a long line waiting there to be there, but it's so interesting and it's such a heartwarming story. I mean, if anyone were to tell us that this extended edition of the FIFA World Cup, where 48 teams are making it into the finals, and 8 of the best third place teams are going to go in, Cabo Verde did it unbeaten in literally one of the toughest groups ever. And they held on, they went on. It's the toughest draw in the round of 32 when you're going up against the defending champions. They didn't make it easy. For those of you who didn't get to see the highlights or the live match, it went to extra time. And it's in extra time finally that Argentina picked up that goal. Can you believe any other team coming with that kind of willpower? That's right. I mean, it's not just the goalkeeper. It's the whole unit. It's the coach, it's the back staff, it's all the other players. It to win it. I mean, talk of Vizina's story. The first group stage game that they played, his mother didn't even get a visa to show up at his game.
Yeah.
That's the kind of, the family emotions, not having a loved one's hand. You can't even believe the kind of travel that they had to go through and everything. Cabo Verde will always go down in history. So generations to come who will be telling their parents, tell us about Cabo Verde at the 2026 World Cup. Tell us how they faced Argentina and gave the world champions a tough time. I mean, this is the reason why we love and breathe football. And this is the reason why even India has hope someday that if Cabo Verde can do it, there are more people probably working at Z5 and United Sports than there's the population of Cabo Verde. Can you imagine?
No, but I mean, when you're talking being a World Cup and all that, and it's about time we started that.
Absolutely. Well, these are words of encouragement and motivation, and then there are visions that we've been seeing, the visuals coming off of that game, Argentina going up against Cabo Verde. But then, of course, everyone here is a Messi fan, and you want to see him getting on the score sheet, and he never disappoints. Whether you're a fan of any other team or a fan of Argentina, you want to claim that top spot because Messi is here to stay, and it doesn't even look like, he doesn't look his age. It seems like he's just gotten better since the 2022 World Cup to now. Let's take a look at our Z's goal of the night presented by Black Dog Soda, and it is actually Cabo Verde's Sidney Lopez Cabral. Well, that wasn't the only action on the final day of the round of 32. There was another game that was played in Kansas where Colombia took on Ghana. Now, both of these teams came prepared and they were almost on a transitional phase coming into this game. But eventually, it was Colombia who have advanced to the round of 16. Colombia have propelled themselves straight into the round of 16. It's fantastic because now they're going to go and play on against Switzerland. That's right. But Ghana didn't make it easy for them. Ghana's strategy coming into this game was all about defending. It's the latest a team has waited without getting a single shot. 69th minute of the game was when Ghana got in that shot. Now, if you're playing defensive, if you're not going to get enough shots, then the few and far between shots that you do get, you've got to make them count, but they weren't clinical. Colombia, on the other hand, were. They opened their scoring, in the 14th minute?
Yeah, but I mean, if you're coming into World Cups, yeah, you can defend.
Luis Suarez with that cross, and you saw Arias who made that run where Senera was not there. It was that void. And he makes that run, finishes it first time. and hurts Ghana where it hurt the most.
Yeah, actually we were looking at Senea before the game actually started, and he was playing on the right, and we thought he'd be the key man, but him coming off injured completely shook up the Ghana backline. You know, we keep saying that attack wins you matches, defense wins you titles, and that's how you find out how important the defense can be. I think we've gone too far away from the Argentina game. Let's revisit that again, just the one man's name. So let's take a look at Z's electrifying player of the night, presented by Mahindra Electric Origin SUVs, and it is Messi, Messi, Messi. All right, let's revisit the very first game from match day 23. It all kicked off in Dallas, where Australia were taking on Egypt.
To come out, and I just think it didn't come out in this game. I think they just locked horns kind of thing, you know. They was waiting for something to happen. They was waiting for it to happen, and obviously when it goes to extra time and then it happens, Egypt come out on top again, don't they?
Yeah, but you do feel for, you know, when it's the own goals that... And we've had so many, a record number of own goals so far in this edition of the World Cup. But then again, if you put the defender in that position, you can't really hold it against them. So let's start off with the first one, Ashur, in the 13th minute. And Ashur's been really prolific for Egypt. And it's nice to know that although you have the end of the road for Australia, they gave it their all. And Egypt, in spite of that own goal that they conceded, they held on for penalties. But it doesn't really say much about Australia on penalties, because they really didn't have any prolific takers who stepped up. Or then do you actually congratulate the Egypt keeper?
All right, then, is it when you think about it?
Yeah, it's
We've already seen three, haven't we? Netherlands, Germany, Australia.
Heartbreaking to go out on penalties.
Big nations, big footballing nations.
We almost saw Argentina go down to penalties if it wasn't for that 113th minute winning goal that they got. Oh.
And could you imagine?
Another own goal.
No, but could you imagine that happening?
No. Oh my God. I was just thinking, if it would have, this is hypothetical, if it would have gone down to penalties, Vozinia's story would have been bigger than Messi's? No.
No.
See, well, listen.
It can't be bigger.
But when out.
Yeah.
But if it would have happened, he may have saved Messi's.
But would he have saved enough to... Okay, you know what?
Anyway.
Since we're talking about goalkeepers, let's get to the next segment. It's time for Z's Guardian of the Goal, presented by Black Dog Soda. And it is actually Australia's keeper, Patrick Beach.
That 12th man, you know. And listen, they've been up there, they've been going under the radar. Now they're in against a wonderful Moroccan team who have got everything, by the way. They've got everything in every department.
You know, that's what we were thinking of the 48 teams. 3 host nations had the advantage. All of them progressed to the round of 32, but Canada, because they finished second, they lost the home advantage. So for them now, and now they're just at par with all the other nations. Now the only USA and Mexico have, and we've seen what a difference that can make. I mean, you would know, Terry, of all people. Are they going to, is that going to spur them on? I mean, of course, we're going to see a lot of Canadians travel to Houston. I mean, more so than Moroccans.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I played in the 94. Well, easy.
Yeah, absolutely.
What about Jonathan David? How important is he going to be in the scheme of things, especially because none of them have ever played in the round of 16 before?
You know, it's already...
Of the World Cup. Imagine Jonathan David from Canada. Even if Canada do not progress beyond this, this is something he'll always remember and he'll go down. What about Larrins? Larrins has also got 2 goals in 4 games. He's going to be as important.
Yeah, as important. I mean, they're 2 different...
Ammo, but let's remind everybody that they will need all the ammo, because coming into this World Cup, Morocco was the 6th highest ranked team. Morocco have played the previous 2022 World Cup.
Them to penalties, and then it's history, because the goalkeeper, Bono, Terry was telling me a beautiful story about Bono as well when he was born in Montreal, Terry.
He was born in Montreal. How about that? And he's going to end up playing. You know, so be fantastic for him.
We will. Okay, we'll also be asking you, do you remember Saibari? You know, Saibari's also contributed a lot, which reminds me, we are going to see him in action in Bayern Munich also going forward. Saibari is going to be playing for Bayern Munich as well. In this World Cup so far, 3... You know, you're talking about attacking midfield players. They're all pushing forward. Now, we only spoke about Jonathan David from Canada or Larrins, you know, the kind. Do they have the defense to stop Saibari or Hakimi? They've been getting the goals, and they're having fun at it. Just look at the goals. These are not just ordinary goals. These are world-class goals.
If Canada have...
People arriving in the box, you've just seen it then. And if they do that, they've got a great chance of going through.
Absolutely. Now, we were talking about the Moroccan players, we were talking about Saibari and telling you that, oh, he's going to be in action in Bayern Munich. And if you were thinking, oh, I want to watch him play more than just in the World Cup, we got you covered, because Z5 and United Sports are keeping their promise to be the home of football in India. And therefore, all of the Bundesliga action is going to be coming to you live the next 5 years right here on Z5 and United Sports. We're so proud that we get to keep our promise. It's so much fun bringing you all the action currently going on in the FIFA World Cup, and to continue bringing you all the action, not just from the Bundesliga, but there'll be much more footballing action coming your way. Round of penalties, and it would be Paraguay who would advance. I mean, the German giants.
Got the A to Z out, didn't they? At the end of the day on the penalties.
Okay, now since you started it, Terry. No, you started.
No, but,
this is a rematch with a World Cup memory. Can you think back to this World Cup memory?
I can't.
Okay, I'll give you a hint.
I can't even.
1998.
Yes.
France versus Paraguay. Round of 16. Any idea? Come on.
France won that because France went on and won the World Cup then.
Yes, okay, so France beat Paraguay, but how?
Went to penalties.
Golden goal.
Oh, did it really?
That's right. It was the golden goal. Do you know who scored it? Come on, Terry.
Zidane.
No, and I am telling nobody in his ear will tell him the answer.
No, mine's not on.
Oh, yours not on. Mine is on. No, but I did my homework. I do my research before I come in.
Who was it?
Laurent Blanc.
Laurent Blanc.
Yes. And now...
Centre-back who used to play for Manchester United, yeah?
Scored the golden... That's how I know my stats. And scored the golden goal. Now, list 28 years on. There's no golden goal, of course.
Yeah.
Paraguay eliminated Germany. France have driven the tournament's most dramatic attack line. I mean, it's the most lethal. Has the sharpest teeth. And it is obviously the most intimidating attacking line of all the nations. It's one of the reasons why...
Real Madrid is a big deal, and he's doing that for France this time around.
You know, here's the thing. When we talk about the players, the defense has come together. Oh, the goalkeeper's doing a great job. Or you've got prolific attack. You've got a plethora of stars in your team. We're forgetting the man at the helm. 12 years. That kind of consistency of one coach being at the same team for 12 years, it reflects on his team. How old was Mbappe when Didier Deschamps first became the coach of France? How old was Olise? You know, these boys, from the time they've dreamed of the 15, the 17, you know, where they play the under-19 World Cups, and they're thinking, when I go to the Senior World Cup, that's still your coach. And now Didier Deschamps has won his 9th knockout game at the World Cup. It is the most by any manager ever. So it's not just Mbappe who's breaking records, or it's Olise who has a current record, or Dembele getting on the sheets. It's Didier Deschamps' record as well. And the team is a reflection of the coach.
Yeah, definitely. It's respect for him.
Yeah.
They're honest with him, and he can get the best out of them.
Yeah.
You know, what I'm thinking, Terry, is that lately a lot of managers have faced the problem of balancing egos. When you have one superstar in the squad, it's easier. I mean, we spoke about Portugal, and, you know, Baichung was here the other day, and he said, but it's not just Ronaldo. There are the other players in the Portugal camp who think they're just as good. Argentina, on the other hand, maybe doesn't have that problem because maybe Martinez is okay with letting Messi sit on the pedestal. But in France, there's no, you know, there's no other player who can say, I am bigger than the next man. They're all at par with each other.
You know what Terry said, I think, is...
With the best in the world ever. So, you know, he won his first one. Was he 18 when he won his first one? 18 years of age.
Yeah.
You know, what is he now? 27 years of age. So this is a big one for him. And he's got probably another 1 or 2 World Cups in him.
Yes. Okay, it's getting really tight now. We have reached almost to the business end of the tournament when the round of 16 is going to kick off. So let's take a look at Z's tournament draw presented by Johnny Walker Lux Blended Water. FIFA World Cup. In the last 3 editions, they lost out in the semis to Argentina, quarters, and now again they've been found wanting. So these big giants, big names that have gone out. But then when we looked at the fixtures, which is the most mouth-watering? I'll choose mine first. Portugal, Spain. Your turn.
I'm going to go England, Mexico.
Oof.
If they're playing at the Azteca, Mexico have played...
Yes, let's be honest. If England go there and win...
It hasn't happened in 10 years.
Yeah,
no team has beaten Mexico.
There's always an underdog can go there and win it.
So England's the underdog?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Why not? Why not make them the underdog? Why can't they go there? That'll be a fantastic game, that. That'll be fantastic.
Karan, your pick?
The same one.
Thank you very
The same one. The same one. It has to be
Thank you.
England, Mexico. I think it's going to be an exciting one because Mexico
Everybody's looking forward to that game. I believe.
They're the host nation, Mexico, and well, there they are. Well, thank you, Karan. Thank you, Terry, for your thoughts and inputs. And thank you to all of you for watching us every single day, bring you the live coverage of the FIFA World Cup on Z5 and United Sports. We've all been coming together and having a lot of fun, and I'm sure you're having a lot of fun watching it with us. Many thanks for watching. Goodbye.